Buckle up for a bumpy ride. It's the Golf Association of Philadelphia's 111th Amateur Championship at Manufacturers Golf and Country Club. It's Michael Hyland of Little Mill Country Club against Stephen Hudacek III of Glenmaura National Golf Club in the battle for the coveted Jaywood Platt Trophy. In the morning session, Hyland got the early jump on Hudacek with this birdie on the par 4, 395-yard second hole. He extended his lead on the par 3 sixth hole after Hudacek failed to get up and down for par from 40 feet right of the hole location. 2 holes later, Hyland demonstrates just how tuned in he was in the morning affair. He nearly aces the par 3 117-yard eighth hole with this spectacular tee shot. We head out to the par 5 465-yard ninth hole, where Hyland hammers a long iron to 3 feet and taps in the eagle putt to build a 3-up advantage. After a slight bogey slip-up on the 10th hole, Hyland rebounds in grand fashion on the par 5 12th hole with this chip and birdie combination. He extends his lead to 4 as Hudacek encounters trouble on the par 3 13th. Hudacek's tee shot comes up a little short, and he can't get a lot of movement on the ensuing chip. An uphill 20-footer to save par flirts with the left edge, but doesn't fall. Hyland stays in command on the par 4 14th hole, as he sinks this 15-footer for birdie to go 5-up, his largest lead of the day. However, the tide begins to turn on the par 4 16th hole. Hudacek reaches the green in regulation and 2 putts for a routine par. Hyland's approach shot holds up flag high in the right rough. His chip rolls out to 5 feet, but Hyland can't convert the par putt. We move on to the par 5 18th hole, which would further halt Hyland's momentum. Hudacek nearly launches this hybrid shot onto the green. His ensuing chip picks up speed as it hits the putting surface and stops 4 feet shy. He caps the hole with a birdie. On to Hyland, who pulverizes his second shot to 35 feet behind the hole location. However, he goes on to 3-putt to lose the hole and to only hold a 3-hole advantage after 18 holes. That sequence of events shifted momentum.
It was quite a swing. It was very irritating. I absolutely destroyed the par 5 this week. I really have no idea how many under. I think I made about 6 eagles. But that 3-putt really started my day of a downturn, because then I missed the green on 16 right, and then 3-putt at 18 again, hitting that one at 2, which was 4 3-putts on the back 9 this morning. It's something I never do, and just all of a sudden I couldn't get the speed right.
I felt I had some momentum coming back there, and Michael was playing so well all day. It was nice to finally get something to go my way. He 3-putted 18 to kind of close that out on a sour note, and I thought, 18 holes left, spotting 3 shots, but I'm definitely still in it, and it was definitely pivotal to get those back to even walk down the back 9, I think.
On to the afternoon bout, where Hudacek continues to feed off a newfound sense of hope and confidence. He posts a birdie on the first hole to climb to within 2. A routine par on the par 3 187-yard fourth hole would prove pivotal for Hudacek, who made his first amateur match play appearance this week. Hyland's tee shot settles on the collar to the right of the flagstick. His putter, though, freezes suddenly as he fails to get up and down for par, and now only holds a 1-up lead. Par 5 7th, however, is on the horizon, and it would calm any mental anguish of Hyland's. He again finds the green on his second stroke and 2 putts for birdie. Hudacek nearly jars this chip for eagle, but he goes on to card a par, failing to match Hyland's red figure. Both players have the 8th hole with birdies following tight tee shots. It's the next par 3, the 185-yard 11th hole, that sets a stretch of exciting golf in motion. Hudacek's tee shot lands 15 feet below the hole location, and he goes on to card a par. Hyland, meanwhile, steers his tee ball left and watches his chip coast down the slope. He can't match Hudacek's par. A sizable advantage has nearly vanished as Hyland carries a one-hole edge into the par 5 12th. But it is a par 5, and as expected, Hyland reaches the green in 2 and nearly cans his downhill eagle putt. Hudacek may be down, but he's not out. His 4-iron on 13 is short, but that's not an issue.
Hit it right on the number and got it right to the spot I was hitting. I didn't think I could get it to the flag, so thought, hey, get myself a 20-foot look, and I was lucky enough to roll that one in.
Hudacek drains this 12-footer for birdie on the par 4 14th hole to even the contest. Both players considered the next hole, the par 5 15th, to be the key turning point of the match. Hudacek's second shot from 220 yards out flies left of the green. Hyland, as expected, finds the green with this 4-iron from 225 yards.
And my whole objective there was just hit it solid and close my eyes, and I actually hit a bomb. Perfect. Then he missed the green, I hit the green. That was probably the big swing hole.
Hudacek's ensuing chip comes out a little flat.
I rushed my chip and pushed it out right, and then missed the birdie putt coming back. But, I tried to put the pressure on him. I did, and he came through again.
Hyland goes on to 2-putt for birdie from 30 feet to regain the lead.
He was going to go birdie on 17 and 18. I figured if I just birdie one, I could end it. Luckily, I didn't have to.
The 2000 amateur champion remains in the zone on the par 4 16th, where he stops a gap wedge 130 yards at 3 feet and makes birdie to go 2 up. Hudacek, however, shows significant resolve on the 17th hole. He drills his sand wedge 105 yards to 18 feet.
It was a pretty simple putt, right edge. Mike actually had the same putt earlier in the day, which I was able to recollect, and got it on my line, and was lucky enough with the last roll that fell in.
Hyland can't match Hudacek's birdie and is now 1 up with only 1 hole left to play in regulation. It all comes down to the par 5 460-yard 18th hole. Hyland, who dominated the par 5s all week, smashes his 4-iron to the back of the green. Hudacek can't elevate his hybrid onto the green and needs a superb chip shot to secure a sure birdie. He doesn't get one. Hyland's chip drifts down the slope and stops 20 feet below the hole. Hudacek's birdie effort tracks toward the jar but stops short. Hyland cozies his birdie try to within inches of the cup, thus posting a 1-up victory and earning his second J. Wood Platte trophy.
It means a lot, because I started thinking about it when I got 5 up through 14. I figured it's my time again, and I never thought it would happen again. Because in these things, you get old quick. It's 36-hole-day marathons. But I had a great caddy today. Michael Marvin kept me very calm out there pretty much all week. This was one of the first tournaments in my life I never got nervous.
For Hudacek, walking away with the runner-up label is a slice of encouragement for the future.
It's a real confidence builder for me. I've always thought of myself as a pretty good player, but now I know I can come out here and compete with the elite guys out in the Philadelphia section, and it's been a thrill. This is I've always wanted to compete in this tournament. It's my favorite of the year, and really look forward to playing next year.
With the victory, Hyland becomes just the 17th individual to capture 2 or more amateur titles.
If you look at that trophy, there's so many great champions on it. And to have my name on there twice is just unbelievable.
Reporting live from Fort Washington, Pennsylvania, Tony Regina, GAP TV.